Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here on Moundridge Sports Network for some action of girls basketball. As kicking things off here tonight, the Hutchinson Trinity Celtics are coming into the den looking to get back on track after a tough season so far, as they're sitting at 2-16, and Moundridge, of course, 16-2 on their way. A win tonight, they do clinch the 1 seed in sub-state, as Bennington is 1 game back, so they do hold the tiebreaker. So a win tonight, and they are the 1 seed in the top bracket, which is the easiest path to state you could take. We'll take this aside to the Moundridge Band for the national anthem. Coming out of that tonight, your starters for the Cats are number 2, Addie Patrick, number 3, Cami Unruh, number 11, Hallie Hecox, number 20, Hattie Hecox, and number 24, Macy Kamiko. Overall, this team's been pretty dominant. I mean, other than 2 games where they lost to Little River and Heston, they've been on a nice little win streak here. 5-game heater heading into sub-state, which is huge. Anytime you have momentum like that coming into the playoffs, it's going to help you out. We saw it with the boys last year, and we're going to see it now. Starting for Trinity is number 1, Annika Paulsrud, number 34, Sienna Maskell, and number 40, Jillian Schletzelbaum. And number 5, Emma Martin. Rounding things off, number 10, Brecken Dowsey. And that'll do it for Trinity Celtics. 2-16, looking to get back on the board here tonight, as last win was against Sedgwick. Pretty solid win there. Things kicked off as they need a win pretty bad here. Projected to be the 15 seed is Trinity, so if they do win, they would move up and be tied with Sedgwick for the 14. Tipping things off for Trinity is going to be number 34, Sienna Maskell. against Macy Kamiko. So starting things off, Moundridge looking to continue their streak of 5 games, looking to get to 6 before sub-state. As Kamiko will tip this over, doing a little ping pong action here, and Patrick ends up with it over to Unruh. Unruh been such a key piece for this Wildcats run as she finds Hecox, back to her. She finds her sister now in the corner. As lobbing it over to Patrick. Back around, the Cats are gonna kind of run this dribble drive offense. A lot of cuts through the lane as well. As that one is gonna be stripped away by Trinity before being stolen by Unruh. She fires inside to Patrick and through traffic, and that will end up Trinity's ball. The last time Trinity beat Moundridge was 2023 when they came in with 1 win and shocked them. As Paulsrud will have this. She bobbles it, stolen by Kamiko, back to Hecox. 7:19 left to go in the first. 0-0 still. Hallie back over. Here's Hattie Hecox for 3, and that one's just too short. Saved by Kamiko. Unruh, excuse me, and that will be called out. Back around, here's Trinity, and that one will be off of the hands of Hecox as they will retain possession. Lobbing it down to Dowsey. Dowsey back to Paulsrud. Taking a power dribble is Maskell, and she will fire her way back out, and they will call a 3 seconds in the lane. 6:48. 0-0 left in the first. Cats are no stranger to struggling in the first quarter, early in the first. Traditionally, you know, they kind of fall behind, but they really do pick it up. They're a big second quarter team. They really take control in that second quarter. As Patrick to Unruh. Unruh drives baseline back out to Kamiko. Skip pass over to Hecox. Hecox thinks about a 3-ball. Won't take it, finds Patrick. Patrick's 3-ball. It's good on the board early here is Patrick. 3-0, 6:26 left to go in the first. Paulsrud will dribble up top, setting up the offense. As that one's stolen away by Unruh. Unruh back around, drives through the lane, puts one up, right-handed finish, and it's good. As here is Trinity, bring the ball down. Patrick on ball. 5-0 start here, 5:41 left to go in the first. As that will be a kick ball, and Moundridge will get possession.
Yeah, you can see they're trying to find their big down there, but Macy's doing a pretty good job at keeping her pretty locked up for the most part. Wildcats just have good defense right here.
They will call that 5 seconds on Trinity, and Moundridge will take over. 5:33 left to go in the first, 5-0. Unruh will walk the ball up. Cats again trying to settle in their offense. They did a great job early finding Patrick, and then Unruh again weaving through the lane as here is Hecox.
They keep wanting to feed that to Macy, but that backside's just not having it.
3-ball from Hecox, and it's true. Is up on the board, 8-0. It's big-time three-point shooting team, about a 32%.
Good defense there by Hallie, swiping the ball out, giving the ball back to the Wildcats.
As here's another Hecox 3-ball, and it's good! Hattie Hecox back-to-back triples. Six points for her.
That one right there would have been an easy basket.
Paulsrud will turn this one over to Kamiko. Kamiko down to Unruh. Unruh back around to Hecox. She fights her sister short quarter. She drives around and will put one up and will go to the line for 2. So overall, Hecox, pretty good free throw shooter, 16 for 27 this year. He's heading into the postseason on a high note.
Checking in line for Trinity, number 0, Moundridge Wilson. Hecox is at the line for the second, 2.
Cox will put another one up, and that one is just off, as they will call the foul on Kamiko. First foul for the Cats.
Number 24, Macy Kamiko, first personal, first team foul.
As Trinity trying to get that one in, and they will call that Trinity ball off of the feet of Hecox. Paulsrud will launch one all the way up here to Dowsey as they will walk up the ball. Trinity still needs to get a nice open look. They haven't been able to move the ball as well as they'd like, and here comes a layup from Dowsey, and a half-court coast-to-coast shot is good. She's on the board with her first team's points with 2. Now Hecox over to Unruh. Unruh back to Patrick. Patrick's 3-ball. It's good. An absolute shooting clinic tonight. The Cats are on fire here early. Addie Patrick, 2 threes in the first, joining Hecox as well. Is coming back out of that break from Trinity. New players in for the Cats. Conkling, Patrick, Ryerson, and Stoss will check in. Hecox being the only starter out there. And one of the things that I think that Coach Huxman does really well is her rotations. She never puts a new group on without a starter on. It's really cool to see how she can find a way to get both these girls opportunities.
This is a great place for a trap right there. They got her right where they wanted her.
As Wilson will check in along with Martin.
Good defense there by Ryerson. Just wanted to get to the lane, didn't quite let her.
14-2, 3:26 left to go in the first, as Ryerson back up and we'll find Stoss. Stoss back to Conkling.
Kind of the same concept with the Wildcats. We have most success finding our big man down there, but
they will throw that up and we'll be off. As they're going to curl around here a lot, and they're going to try to get the ball to Hecox, and they will. Down in the short corner, she backs around. Again, looking for Stoss. She takes a dribble inside, takes a shot, and it's good. Aspen Stoss on the board with 2. 16-2, 2:57 left to go in the first. As Trinity trying to get another good look, as Dowsey just had the last bucket for Trinity for trouble.
Second back number 9 for the Lady Celtics, Emma Martin.
2:48 in the first, 16-2. As Patrick defending down, as she will find Ryerson. Ryerson looking for something. She's not afraid to shoot. And she's 9 for 15 from beyond the arc.
Fouls charged the Lady Celtics number 3, Ivy Cross. First and second team foul. Captain Andrew returns to the line for Moundridge.
As Conklin back up top, as she gets the pass from Unruh. Unruh checks in for Hecox.
And Conklin, she's a pretty electric three-point shooter, so you know they're going to be guarding her tight all night long. It's a big mistake if you leave her open outside that arc.
Unruh back up top, Euro steps through, puts one up, and that one is just off. 2:09 left to go, 16-2 remains your score. Stop and pop shot from Martin is good. As long free ball here from Conklin, and it's in. Mackie Conklin boosting that three-point percentage a little. She's 9 for 45 coming into the game tonight. He's looking to get that up, and we will call a travel on Hutch Trinity. Sienna Maskell. Long three ball here from Unruh, and that one is off. Almost rebounded there by Conklin, but she will rip it away. It is Emma Martin, and she will travel.
Not much you can do there.
Just off, stolen away by Patrick here, and she will take this herself. Right-handed finish is good. 21-4, 102 in the first. Cats are well on their way to a dominant win here in the Den. Martin has this, and they will get called for 8 seconds. Checking in for the Celtics is Alyssa Guajardo. Coming out will be Annika Paulsrud. Unruh will find Patrick. Patrick back to her. Stoss will take a shot, and that one is off. Rebounded by Martin, as Downsy will have this one. She just made a half-court coast-to-coast layup, as they will call a double dribble on her. Patrick drives in, stops, finds Ryerson. She thinks about it, back to her. She's going to try a three ball, and that one is just through the cylinder. 24-4, Moundridge coasting up 20 here in the first quarter. It's 5 points from Patrick. And Conklin will rip that one away before throwing it out of play.
And that Wildcats defense, they really just aren't allowing them to go anywhere. They get the ball and then they're on them right away. They find an open man, they're on them right away. Looking really good tonight.
Long three ball here from Trinity before the buzzer, and that one is off. It's Alyssa Gallardo who shot that one, so that'll do it for our first quarter. Cats up 20.
And we're back here to start off the second quarter. Unruh's going to take the ball up here. Just going to find Hecox. Wildcats are really just trying to find that open man down low. Kamikow's really good at getting open down there.
As Unruh has this on that corner, and she will find Hecox. Hecox back to her, now inside to Kamiko, who spins around, finds Hecox. She drives baseline, puts one skipping to Patrick. Patrick to Unruh. Unruh's three ball is just off, rebounded by Hecox, and a big strength of the Cats is their ability to attain an offensive rebound as Hecox will drive through and put that one in. Hecox with 8 tonight. So that one is off for Maskell.
Kamiko take the ball up here. You don't see this very often.
As Unruh lays that one up, rebounded by Hecox, and that one is another rebound from Kamiko, and they will call a foul.
Wildcats are going to throw the ball in here.
Patrick takes a three ball, and that one is just off of the hands of Trinity, and it will be Trinity's ball somehow. 26-4, 6:45 left to go in the second. Cats are on their way to improving to 17-2.
I'm telling you, Cats defense is just on one tonight. They aren't really allowing anything. It's really shutting Trinity down too.
As Hecox up top, and will find her sister. She has 8 points tonight, leading scorer for the Cats. Now Patrick over to Kamiko. Skip passing back to Hecox, now to Unruh. She dribbles, spins into a defender, and passes this one out. Patrick with the ball. Over inside, and here's that ball movement from the Cats as Hecox will take a jab and throw to Kamiko. And Kamiko glides through the lane and puts up a right-handed finish.
There's that big man down low that they wanted. When you get Macy down there, the ball in her hand, something's bound to happen. Up and under is her go-to, and she's pretty good at it.
Kamiko on the board with 2 tonight. (28-4), 5:56 left to go in the second. As Martin trying to find something, throws it up, and that one is off of the hands of Maskell, and Patrick will rip that one away. As Hecox glides through, finds Conklin, puts one up, and will go to the line for 2. Conklin shooting a 64.3 free throw percentage. That's 9 for 14. She buries that one. Dowsey back around. Floats back up top to Paulgerod. Paulgerod stops and will fire inside to Maskell. And that one is off. Tipped away by Hecox. Hecox over to Conklin one-on-one, and she backs back out. Long three ball here from Conklin, and she's 2 for 2 tonight.
Man, you just don't want to give her that type of space. She's going to shoot it in your face.
Mackey joins Hattie with 8 points as we'll be back in 30.
Going to come out of the timeout here. 33-4, your Cats are up.
As Dowsey back around to Guajardo, and that one is off the hands of Martin. Moundridge will retain possession, and kind of like what Mav talked about earlier in this game is the Cats' defense has been incredible tonight, holding them to 4 points. As if they keep him at 4, it'll be the second time all season they've held their opponent at 4 points at the half with Berean. Conklin tries her luck again, and she will score. Mackie Conklin with 11 points, 3 of them from threes. As that one is poked out by Patrick before Martin retains possession. So that one's stolen away by Conklin. She's going to drive through, get that one stolen herself. And Moundridge will retain possession. 36-4, 4:01 left to go in the second.
You're going to have Patrick and Unruh return back into the lineup, maybe run the score up a little more here before we go into the half.
It's Conklin over to Unruh, Unruh to Patrick, Patrick down to Hecox. As back inside, and Unruh will keep her and heave her way through the lane and lay that one up for 2. She's on the board with 4 points tonight. A little bit of a quieter game from her. Dowsey looking for Guajardo, and they will call a foul on Patrick.
Yeah, the Cats are starting to get a little bit greedy with their defense. They got all those easy steals and playing a little closer now.
As Dowsey looking, as she will settle for Wilson, and that was almost stolen away by Unruh. 38-4, 3:29 left to go in the second. Guajardo skips it over to Wilson. Wilson back to her. Dowsey now wide open tray ball, and that one is off in the hands of Unruh, and she will use that speed of hers and coast through the lane, put one up, and will be off. Rebounded by Conklin. She grabs the miss and puts it up herself. Mackie Conklin with 13 points tonight. As that will remain Trinity ball. 3 minutes even left on the clock. 40-4.
We're going to have Ryerson return back in as well. Huxman seems to be rotating her players pretty well. I feel like at the end of the game we'll see some crunch time for those people on the end of the bench.
As Ryerson will try a triple, and that one is off, rebounded by Patrick. She takes a dribble inside, throws one up, and that one's off too, rebounded by Potts. As just a loose ball here as Ryerson has it, down to Conklin, throws a bad pass, and that will be Trinity ball. 2:38 left to go, 40-4 in the second.
Got a little too excited on that pass, just saw the open man, and
as Stoss will steal it and give this to Patrick. Patrick now drives down. Still looking back around. Anu drives baseline, puts up a left-handed finish.
and one.
Scores and goes to the line. She's got 6 tonight.
Fouls charge number 0, Audrey Wilson, her first, 13 foul. Second number 10, Izzy Lewis. And the other is up on the shoot one.
Gonna have Under to miss that free throw.
As Veterans rebounded by Ryerson. Ryerson looking. She takes a wide open 3-ball, and it's good. Harper Ryerson. Cats are looking good so far, 45-4. Dowsey will miss that. Rebounded by Hecox over to Unruh. Unruh drives up, puts one up, and scores, making up for her slow start tonight here.
That's the thing about Cammie. If she's not going to shoot it, she's going to take you to the hoop.
Ryerson will get the miss and lobs it over to Unruh. Unruh takes a step and scores. Unruh with 10 tonight after starting out with just 2. 4 minutes ago. Stolen away by Patrick. Patrick to Unruh. Unruh puts one up and scores again. Cammie Unruh on a nice run here. She has 12 points tonight.
30 seconds.
Come out of our timeout here with just a minute left.
51-4, time winding down, less than a minute to go. As Paul Giroud will find Downsey, as once again this Cats defense has been on fire tonight. Paul Giroud will find Wilson. Is Wilson struggling through that on-ball defense of Hecox. Now Durst into Ryerson.
Man, Trinity just can't seem to get anything going on there. They got the open 3, can't connect. They even try to find their big man. They're trying a little bit of everything to figure out their game plan. But
Durst will travel. As a skip pass failed. And another loose ball here as they dive on it. 10.3 left to go, 51-4.
Good thing is we're seeing a lot of hustle out of both teams out there tonight. That's definitely fun to watch.
Checking back in the lineup for the Lady Celtics. Alyssa Guajardo.
Let's see what Trinity can draw up here for the last 10 seconds. They gotta get something going.
5 seconds left, tipped away by Patrick. Patrick
I don't
takes
think she
this
sees the
down.
clock. There you go.
Half quarter, and that one is just off. 51-4 will do it as we'll step aside for halftime. We'll be back in 10 minutes. And we welcome you back here on Moundridge Sports Network for action, second half action of quite the thriller of a game. Cats are up 51-4 heading into the third quarter. As Hecox will have this down to Patrick. Patrick back around. Looks up, throws one up, and that one is just off. Rebounded by Kamiko. Kamiko down to Hecox, and that one is off. Rebounded by Patrick, and she will not score again. Another offensive rebound. One who was sitting in the corner. That one is off. Tipped out by Moundridge. Trinity will retain possession.
Trinity's kind of got that 4-out option, 1 in, and I don't know what needs to happen, but.
As here is Hecox, she thinks about it, puts up a floater. That one is off, rebounded by Hecox. And Mav, to answer your question, what I think Trinity needs to do is just take more open, disciplined shots. And if you move the ball well, you'll find holes in the defense and you'll find a good shot. The problem with shots Trinity is taking is they're not disciplined. They're not waiting for their opportunity.
Yeah, they're just trying to force things in a sense. They're getting a little desperate, looking for points, and they got a great offense set up, but Tammy's going to take a 3 there, just come up a little short, but we got yet another offensive rebound. We'll shoot another 3 here. Bang.
Patrick will put that one through. 54-4, 6:33 left to go in the third. Back around is
there's that big man find.
Trinity, and she will put one up, and that one is off, rebounded by Hecox. Hecox back around. Stops, looks for Hecox, her sister. High arcing shot, and that one is off as Downsy will get the rebound. And
that Cats defense is just, once again, something else tonight. They're kind of on one. They really are not letting anything happen. They're playing with some anger, and it's showing.
.54-4, Cats are up, and Hecox will put that one through. And there just seems to be a lid on the goal here. A lot of things are swirling in and out, not their day coming out the second half. 6 minutes left in the third. Dowsey will have this one as she backs around looking for Martin. Setting the screen is Paul's Rudd as it did kind of quiet here, and a showcase here by the Cats as Unruh will lay it up and will score.
Another wide open drive by Cami Unruh there. It's a thing. You're seeing a little bit of everything out of the Cats tonight. You know, they aren't just relying on the 3 ball. They're finding their big man and their defense when they step up and they get a wide open layup. It's looking good. Coming out of a timeout here, you got your Cats up 56 with Trinity at 4, and Cats really just don't seem to be letting up at all. Defense, electric, just being a threat on all aspects of the court.
Dowsey will look around, finds Guajardo, and that one is off as out of bounds, and Cats will retain possession. 5:28 in the third. skip pass over to Conklin. Conkling's three ball is just off, as that one will bounce around.
Gonna get on the floor call there. Not quite sure who that foul is going to go on. It's going to be Addie's first foul. She's been playing pretty humble tonight, defensive-wise. She's not really trying to reach or poke at much things. Just playing loose.
Saving this one is
Just
Wilson.
barely got it in there, but didn't quite go to plan.
Stoss has it. Down to Unruh. Unruh to Conklin. Short corner. She backs around. Floats one up to Stoss. Stoss back around to Patrick. Patrick's three ball is pure, and that one is good again. 12 points from Patrick. It's 59-4, 4:38 left to go in the third. Back over to Conklin. Conklin takes a contested three ball, and that one is just in and out. Rebounded by Stoss. She throws it up, and that one is off. 4 points again for Trinity, looking to come down.
Might have been a travel there, but it's all right.
As Dowsey will fall over for Wilson. Wilson looking to go up. I wonder why she just didn't go straight up and shoot it, draw the foul, go to the line. She's double teamed here. That one's stolen by Unruh. Unruh will drive through, finds Conklin for the nice finish, and she will. 61-4.
And I feel like half of our girls' points tonight are just coming off of their defense. See, they get it across here, see what they can do.
Dowsey will lose Conklin, will fire inside, and back
and they really want that big man connection down there.
Back to her, lobs it up. Unruh will take a step, put it through. And that one is good.
Another steal there, wide open fast break.
2:56 in the third, 65-4.
We're going to come out of another timeout here. Cats just keep on running that score up. Have Trinity bring the ball up here. A little bit of miscommunication. Conklin's going to take that away. Just misses on the fast break.
65-4, 2:40 left to go in the third. Guys looking for Dowsey is Paul's right, and she will get fouled by Conklin. That's her first personal.
We'll get a block called on Conklin here. Seems to take a pretty good shot to the face. Hope she's all right. The ref's down there checking on her.
As Martin driving in, 65 to 4-2-19 left to go in the third. Dowsey throws one up and gets the bank shot in. That's their first point since the first quarter.
Maybe see something come out of Hutch here with a little bit of that confidence booster. Just watching the ball go through the hoop can do so much to a team. Good 2-point basket there by Mackey off the offensive rebound.
He's driving inside his Dowsey, ripped away by Durst, and she will curl back around. Skip pass inside to Stoss. Stoss back around. Finds Patrick. She once again trying something. Starters will probably be out for the rest of the game as Durst will take a 3-ball and that one is off.
Cats are starting to clear out the end of the bench there. We got Lennon Graber, Izzy Durst, Schreiner. Got three freshmen on the court right now. 4.
Durst back around to Schreiner. She thinks about a 3-ball as she sidesteps for Durst. Time winding down in the third. Graber has this one and she cuts through the lane for Schreiner, and they will play jump ball. 67 to 6, 37 left on the clock.
Man, just all around good defense by the Cats. See if we can get a 3-ball here.
Schreiner takes a 3, and that one is off. Rebounded by Paulsrud, and she will drive through and stolen away by Schreiner. Schreiner skip pass over to Patrick in the short corner. She throws it up, and that's too long. That'll do it for our third quarter, 67 to 6, as we'll be back after that.
Coming out of that third quarter break. Cats probably just continue to run the score up here. Stoss returning to the lineup.
Running clock here in the fourth, so should wind by pretty fast. Patrick will take a 3, and that one is off. She's gotten pretty unlucky with the bounce this second half, as Dowsey will drive in. As Potts puts one up, and that one is off as 7:24 on the clock, 67 to 6.
There's one.
68 to 7. No, 67 to 7. My apologies. Is inside. Here's Patrick over to Ryerson. Ryerson to Stosh. He puts one up, blocked by Potts. Back out to Ryerson. Over to Patrick, takes a deep three ball, and that one is true. 70 to 7 is your score now. 6:27 left to go in the fourth. $15 points for Patrick. Potts lays one up. That one is off as rebounded by Patrick. She finds her sister. She will cut through the lane, find Durst. Durst thinks about it, puts one up, and will go to the line for a two.
Charge number 3, Iowa Potts. Second person, first team foul. Izzy Durst is in the line shoot 2.
Durst gets her first. That's her first points of the game. 71 to 7. Timeout Trinity. Full timeout as we'll take it out for a minute.
Coming out of a timeout here from Trinity. 5:39 left to go. Both free throws by Durst are good.
Dowsey will go through, will find Maskell, and she will be fouled and go to the line for two. 72 to 7.
Number 10, Izzy Durst, first second team foul. Sam Maskell is on the line shoot 2.
And she will score 72 to 8 now.
I'm going to connect on both free throws there. Patrick tried to drive there, look for something, just got the ball poked away. I think it hit it. I think it bounced off her knee and went out. Tried to find a man down low, but just can't connect.
Checking back into the ladies Celtic lineup, Emma Hart, Jillian Schlitzbach. Back into the Wildcat lineup, Lennon Grayley and Bailey Schreiner.
We're going to have Graber and Schreiner check back into the game. Oxman's just letting everybody get their minutes here. Might as well. Toes are just barely going to be on the line over there. That's going to be out on Trinity. Cats are going to take the ball back.
Ryerson up top over to Schreiner. Schreiner powers her way through. Stolen
Poked away.
here by Dowsey. She will put a layup up and she will score. 72-11 is your score now.
Graber wanted to shoot that one, but
Charge number 40, Jillian Schlitzbach. That's her first 17 foul. Into the lineup for
looks like Trinity is going to start to empty out their bench too.
Karen Nelson.
Ryerson over. 2:08 left to go in the fourth. Puts one down, and that will be a foul.
Charge number 10, Lizzie Bruce.
Time winding down.
Gonna have Graber wide open here on a fast break. Poked away there. Gonna hit Lennon again. This time she connects. Trinity just trying to get some last minute points here. Good defense there by Ryerson. He's going to look ahead to Stoss. Going to get a foul call on Trinity here. I'll send Schreiner to the line for two. Okay, I was wrong. I guess we're going to call that one on the floor here. Probably just look to dribble this one out. And this game's going to come to an end here. Your Cats are going to win 74-11. Great game all around by the Cats. Thank you guys for watching. We'll get started on the boys game here in a little bit.
As coming out of the break, action of the boys. Last home regular season game of the season, as starters for your Cats are a little bit different mix due to some senior night action. As Modemog, Heatcox, Dixon, Den Hartog, and Adolph. So pretty interesting mix there, full of the seniors. Expect Graber and Durst to get pretty active early soon. As starters for your Trinity, number 1, Jackson Dozier, number 3, Max Ryan, number 12, Cameron Kisser, number 22, Lincoln Barnes, and then number 35, Aaron Gust. I think the keys for Moundridge tonight is going to be pressuring the high ball screens as well as also staying in your man, staying in your area, and just not do anything too crazy. Just play your game. And Trinity, I think they should isolate Monomog and win the turnover battle. This is a great opportunity for them to come in here and really produce something big, as they've played a lot of good teams. As teams they've got on their resume is Haven, Pratt, Wellington, Scott City, Smoky Valley as well, Sterling, and Bennington as well, who they just beat Bennington last game on their senior night.
Yeah, so Connor, we're looking at a good matchup tonight against the Trinity Celtics and the Moundridge Wildcats. Wildcats are so far undefeated on their season, and they're looking to extend their record of 19-0 tonight at the Den. You know, for Celtics, they did another upset. They did beat us first round in football, which was some crazy shit, but good contenders. So anything can happen tonight is the moral of the story. You know, don't count anyone out. Celtics are going to have some things up their sleeves. We'll just see what they do. The main thing for tonight is just patience. You know, take care of the ball. Don't force your shot if you don't have it yet, and just get good offensive possessions. You know, Trinity likes to run a trap early in their game. They like to press above the board. So we'll see how the Wildcats handle that throughout the night.
As starting things off, tipping off is going to be number 15, Bear Modelmog, as Churchill usually takes the tip, but he's out with senior night. As this place is starting to get rowdy in a game that Moundridge should take care of business in, and Trinity is going to look to make a shocking upset win and throw off a lot of sub-state opportunities here tonight. Max Ryan and Bear Modelmark to tip. Trinity in the baby blue, Moundridge in the white. As Modelmark will win that tip, Trinity gets back. They kind of run this 1-3-1 defense as Adolph has it up top. And back outside, Modelmog tries to find Adolph. Adolph drives around, puts up a floater, and he scores. Keppel Adolph on the board early.
But Adolph just does a great job of attacking the paint and getting to his form shots.
Dozier will drive through, finds Barnes. Barnes puts up a 3-ball, and it's pure. Lincoln Barnes is on the board with 3 here tonight. 3-2, 7:23. Hecox now up top will find Adolph, kind of open. He drives through and tries to find Modelmark before he gets called for a travel. Gust will have this over to Dozier, closely guarded by Modelmark. Barnes, who just made that 3-ball opposite corner, drives through, will find Dozier. Modelmark again playing up top on those as Ryan will drive through and find Gust. As Gust and Adolph will collide, and that ball will be out on Adolph.
You know, that's great patience from the Celtics, not turning the ball over and waiting for their look on offense. They're getting what they want so far.
Dozier back around, trying to find something. He stops, finds a cutting Barnes as he floats back out. Here's Gus backing his man down, gets this to Guerrero. Guerrero's layup is just off as that rattles the rim. As Adolph has this now down to Modomog. Thinks about a 3-ball from the spike line, closely guarded by Ryan though. This 1-3-1, which they actually ended up going into a 2-3. As Modomog takes a contested 3-ball, and that one's pure. There, Modomog on the board with 3, giving the lead back to the Cats.
And Modomod is just such a dominant three-point shooter that he can really just shoot from anywhere, and it's got a great chance of going in.
As that one is good from Gust, he answers back, and he's on the board with 2. Hecox at the top of the key, finds Adolph. All senior lineup here tonight. Modomog back around to Adolph, takes a deep 3-ball, and that one is just off. Then Hartog almost with the rebound. Now Hecox has this to Modomog, takes a contested 3 again, and that one's nothing but net from Bear Modomog.
You know, if they're going to let Modomog shoot those threes, he's more than happy to take them.
Any sort of separation is a window for Modomog to let one fly. He was a 46% three-point shooter here coming into the game. 49 for 101 from beyond the arc. Dozier driving in, sets the screen from Barnes. Back to Barnes. Gust will drive in once the foul, couldn't get it. Adolph now bringing the ball up, and Modomog thinks about a 3 again. He's feeling himself. 8-5, 4:01 left to go in the first. Then Hartog in the corner. Skip passes to Modomog, who thinks about it. Modomog drives in, puts up a layup, scores, and it will become a charge canceled out. Because that's Modomog's first.
And the original lineup will come replace the seniors now after they get their minutes.
Dixon will come out, and on comes Schmidt. Then Hartog, Adolph comes out, and on comes the usual 2, Knitz and Churchill. 3-5, 3:52 left to go in the first. Trinity kind of answered back pretty well. I mean, they've done a great job at moving the ball. Inside here is Barnes. Goes back out. Pivoting at the top of the key, finds Dozier inside. Guerrero and Dozier fight for it. Churchill ends up with it. Here to Hecox. Hecox rises up and lays it through.
It's a great finish by Hecox in transition.
10-5, 3:23 left to go in the first. Dozier drives through, will put it off of Modomog's leg, but it stays in bounds. Cats pushing the ball up now, Knitz. And they will call a carry on him. .313 in the first as they will run their press. Churchill and Modomog looking to trap up in that corner. Skip pass inside to Barnes. Barnes will find a cutting. Now Ryan shoots a 3-ball, and that one is just off. Rebounded by Barnes. Back out to Gus, who stops, looks for one, puts one up, and called for the foul is Schmidt.
You know, it's really hard to break the press once the Cats come out in that 1-3-1. It's tough to get the ball past a bunch of lanky defenders.
Gus will jump up with Knitz and get the possession as he will start to set up his offense. Back out to Alvarez. He stops and will find Guajardo. Ryan will find Alvarez again. As Trinity is going to get their own board here, and that one is just off. Missed opportunity for Trinity, and that's one of the biggest things is when you do get an offensive rebound against a pretty strong team like this, you got to take advantage. Here comes Trinity. Falling down is Gus, stays with the ball, now it's stripped away by Knitz. Throws it up to Hecox. Hecox floats back out, finds himself open in the corner, takes it. We'll find Churchill. Churchill back to Modelmog. Modelmog's 3-ball is just off. They will call a foul on Barnes.
And Barnes does not like that one. He's pleading his case a little bit, but it was a foul. You know, that was a rough couple of minutes there. A lot of transition turnovers on both teams.
Hecox puts one up. That one is off. Rebounded by Guajardo. And we will find Gust. Checking in the game is Dozier and Kisser at the end of this. Barnes back out. Made that 3 early in the game. Back out to Alvarez. Modelmog will rise up and throw it in. Kyra Modelmog with some elevation sensation. 12-5, 120 on the first. We'll be back after that. Coming out of that break here is Ryan. Skip pass over to Alvarez. Alvarez back around, spins back over Churchill. As Ryan thinks about a 3, stops in his tracks, takes his own, and that one's pure. Max Ryan on the board with 3. Knitz up top, 44 seconds left on the clock, 12-8. Trinity playing a nice game so far, keeping up with the Cats, which is kind of rare. Churchill back out to Hecox. Hecox wide open 3-ball, and that one is clanking off the side of the backboard. Rare miss from Hecox, as Ryan will find Guajardo. Back to him. Ryan takes a deep 3-ball and does not get the same luck he wanted. Churchill flies up and will get called for the foul. He'll go to the line. Interesting. Churchill will shoot 3 because it's behind the line. And so a pretty big mistake heading into the second quarter by Trinity, as Churchill, pretty good free throw shooter, 27 for 45, 60.5%, as he will go 2 for 2 so far. He's getting his first 2 points of the night. 2 points of the night. As that'll take us into the break. And they will call a lane violation as Churchill comes back. As Tough mistake from Trinity, giving them another opportunity to score. As Guardo getting an earful from his coach. Some tough love as Churchill to the line, 14 to 18. 8, excuse me. He gets his chance at 3 again, so 3 for 4. Count it for 3 though, as that'll do it for our first quarter, 15 to 8. We'll be back. Coming out Trinity as Towel will have this one as new rotations after that mishap in the first quarter with Churchill. After a pretty good first quarter from Trinity, they look to repeat that success as Dozier now has this one. Floats around and finds Towel. Towel back to Gust. As that one's ripped away by Modomog, and they will call the foul on Gust. As that one will most likely be.
You know, the Celtics just kind of lost momentum here, and if they want to get that back, they got to just stay composed and keep playing their game. 7-point differential is not enough for them to start forcing turnovers and things like that. So just stay calm, play your game.
Knitz now by the spike line as he drives inside, finds Modomog, thinks about it, sidesteps back out to Knitz. Knitz now to Hecox. Skip pass to Modomog, and again, they're just repeating some stuff. They're offensive, they just kind of move the ball around, and Dixon will fight this one away, go back up, put it up, and it will swirl the cylinder and in. 17-18, 640, Dixon on the board.
And Dixon does a great job of getting off the glass and just dominating the paint.
Modomog with 8 tonight. As Gust will fly in, laid up with his left, and 17-10, we got a ball game. Hecox up at the top of the wing, finds Knitz. As checking in will be Barnes and Ryan. Modomog thinks about a deep three. Passes it up, finds Knitz, and Knitz back to Modomog. Peacock's now in the corner. Modelmark thinking about it. Wants his deep three. He will take his deep three wide open, and that one is just off and rebounded by Knitz. Knitz back to Hecox as Hecox thinks about it. Takes his step in, finds Churchill, and Churchill will lay it through.
And that's a great feed by Hecox. Finding Churchill in the open lane.
Drives through, Knitz takes that three ball, and that one is off. And Modelmark obtains possession and lays it up.
And this is the type of momentum that's going to send the Cats on their run. They make these runs in the open quarters.
Gust will find a cutting Dozier. Dozier wrestles this away from Hecox, falling down, finds number 12. That one is Cameron Kaiser, and he gets his bounce to go in. Great three ball from him.
You know, Kaiser being one of their shooters on their team, it's not surprising he can get that balance on the open three.
Lobbing it up to Churchill, and that one slips out of his hands. They love to go to that play. 4:16 in the second, 21-13. Gust fires a three ball, and that one is in the hands of Adolph, opposite end. Rebounded by him and to Modelmark. Modelmark back to Adolph. Modelmark thinks about it. Again, tried the deep three earlier, just trying to get it back inside to Schmidt, but this 2-3/1-3 zone is just overtaking. Skip pass to Adolph. He throws up the floater, and he gets it to go. Once the foul, but doesn't get it. 23-13.
And Adolph just being a physical kid, going baseline, looking for that floater. Not surprising he can get it.
As Adolph picks up a foul. Gust, Adolph closely on him, throws one up and too hard off the glass, fights for his own rebound and rips that away from Bo Tower. Knitz walks up the floor, Ryan closely on him. Great ball movement from the Cats here, just kind of moving it around. As Knitz will pound the ball down and find Adolph. Adolph looking for something and finds a nice inside bucket there.
It's a great patience by Adolph, waiting for Modelmark to get in the paint and get a free, easy look.
Barnes will find Tower. Tower back to Gust.
And the Celtics will make some replacements here with 2:09 left in the second period.
Gust back around, curls back on baseline, takes it up, reverse floater, and that one is in. Aaron Gust on the board with 4. Moundridge up by 10. Looking to increase that lead, stay hot. 18-game win streak right now. as they are looking to go for a three-peat. Here comes Adolph up top. Skip pass down to Modemar. Modemar approaching, finds Churchill. Churchill back to him. He thinks about a three, sidesteps, puts one up anyway, and it's good. Bear Modemar to put the Cats up by 13. As he's got 15 tonight. Dozier will pound the ball. 52 seconds left to go in the second. 28-15. As he lobs it up to Ryan. Ryan back around now. It's stolen by Modemar, running with a whole head of steam. He had a dunk earlier, and he gets another one. 37 seconds left. 30-15. 15-point lead for the Cats as Trinity needs to get a bucket here. As Barnes will find Ryan. Trinity gonna wind down the clock here. 7 seconds left as Gus puts one down. Dozier puts up a three ball, and that one is off. Rebounded by Modemar. He puts up a half quarter before the buzzer and will miss it. So that'll do it. Cats up 15, not out of the woods yet. Trinity has a great opportunity this second half. We welcome you back here for Trinity Moundridge here on Moundridge Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. And much appreciated.
Kicking off, we're starting our third quarter action. To recap the first half, seen great things from both players, teams. Model Mod just cannot be stopped. He's on fast breaks, getting dunks, anything he wants at the perimeter. They just can't seem to stop him. They don't have an answer for that. And if that keeps working for the Cats, that's why they're at 15 and keep getting that score. Model Mod's got 17 by himself. That's more than Trinity's scoring total of the night. But we'll see how they answer in this second half.
Malamog, speaking of him, with the ball, thinks about it, finds Knitz. Knitz to Dixon. As Cats are kind of just playing their game, slow. As Malamog has it, finds Heatcox. They're going to chew some clock here, and honestly, they should. They should just coast to this win as Malamog puts a 3-ball, and that one is just off. Rebounded by Dixon. Nice rebound by him.
The Wildcats are staying patient. They're just taking their time, getting a good offensive look. That's exactly what you want to see from Knitz's perspective. Tray ball from Kai, just short. The Celtics are looking for something in transition. They really need to pick up their offense if they're going to get something going. A big block by Dixon. Rebounded by Churchill. He's going to send the ball the other way.
And Knitz now has this, finds Malamog, thinks about it. He's going to drive in, put up a layup, and he scores, and he will go to the line for 2-1.
And the Celtics wanted the travel call there, but they're not going to get it.
Gust has this to closely guarded by Heatcox. He drives in, will find himself Guerrero, and he will put that one in. 17 is your score.
And the Celtics are going to have to start to try and find some answers to the Wildcats' defense if they want to get the scoring gap closed.
Malamog thinks about a three. He's really wanting to let him fly, but he's being contained and moving the ball. I think one of Knitz's halftime adjustments was just kind of slow down as Knitz is going to score. He breaks his scoring drought. Got a back-to-back tomorrow with Remington, as we'll be going over there. Be our last road trip of the season. Driving in is Ryan. Puts one up off of the side. And he will be called for the kick. As Knitz pounds the ball down the court. 34-17, 5:33 left to go. Skip pass to Malamog. As Lutz is in the game now, and he finds Dixon, who has 2 points for the second quarter layup. And that one will be rocketed into the mat.
That's a great patient possession from the Cats there. Just trying not to turn the ball over and get a great look on offense.
As Lutz lets one fly, and that one is cash from Mr. Lutz. As that one is also good. from Aaron Gust. He's their leading scorer, 37-19. Moundridge drives in, puts up a floater off himself, and he gets his board and puts one up. Some would call that stat padding.
Foul charge number 35, Aaron Gust, his second personal, first team. Second team foul. Malachi Alvarez and Cameron Kaiser checking into line 4. The Celtics.
And that'll send the score to 40 after the Model Mod made free throw, giving him 22 on the night. And that's all chords from Cameron Kaiser, knocking down the tray ball. 40-22, your score so far.
We'll be back. It's coming out of that timeout, 40-22. Trinity starting to fall behind. They need a win. They need a win big time here. Model crossover. This takes the dribble back around to Jesse. As Dixon throws it up, and that will be a charge set by Alvarez.
You know, it's been a physical matchup all night. They got to be careful in the paint. Making sure they don't get that charge call, but still good defense by the Cats.
Backing him down his towel, finds Alvarez on a backdoor cut, and that could have been a nice play there. That was great. It was a great design play. As Moundridge lets one fly from deep, and that one's in for Trey.
A big three from Moundridge, giving him 25 on the night. The Celtics kind of just throw that one away.
Alvarez finds Gust. He pump fakes, throws one up over Churchill, and will score. 10 points for him. 43-24. Knitz drives through, puts a floater up, and that one is in.
Knitz is a physical guard, so he gets downhill really efficiently.
Long three here from Ryan. That one's off, and then we'll call that Trinity ball. Checking in for the Cats, Schmidt and Adolph in exchange for Dixon and Lutz.
You know, Connor, I'm surprised Trinity hasn't come out in their press because they usually like to do that. We saw a little bit of that in the JV game. They came out, pressed hard above half court. We just haven't seen a lot of that from their varsity tonight.
There's long three ball here from Dozier, and that one is off. Rebounded by Schmidt to Moundridge. Moundridge dances around, finds Schmidt, and colliding It's Dozier and Gust.
And that's just great pass accuracy from Model Mod, getting that to Schmidt downhill, making the play.
And a foul on Dozier. As he comes out after colliding with Gust, hopefully he's okay.
13th foul. Make it Barnes to return to the lineup for the Celtics.
Churchill will rise up and throw it down. Heath Churchill, another dunk for the Cats. That's 3 tonight.
What a play by Churchill. Just getting down on the rim.
Knitz drives through, 1-on-3, puts one up, and will swivel iron and in. Kaiser Knitz having himself a solid third quarter. 51-24, Moundridge really starting to take control of this game. Off-vert dunk for Churchill. Long three ball here from Kaiser, and that one is off. And rebounded by Churchill on a fast break to Adolph. Adolph puts one up, and they will call a block on him. Adolph to the line for another.
And what an acrobatic finish from the senior Adolph, just getting over his man and on that rim. You know, Adolph is a smaller kid, but he can get on the rim if you like to. An amazing vertical. Adolph at the line, comes up short.
Back around, Lutz takes a three ball, and that one is cash. Jesse Lutz with 6 tonight.
And Lutz is a very dominant three-point shooter like Model Mod, can get open looks very easily.
He's going to have a great year next year. He's going to fill in Model Mod's shoes nicely as their shooter. As Gust flies up, gets the line, and he will go to the line.
Foul strike number 10, Heath Churchill, his first. Second team foul. Gust getting at the line to shoot one.
As that one is off from Gust. He's got 12 tonight for Trinity, their leading scorer. Adolph pounds the ball around, sets the screen as Schmidt. Takes it, Alvarez closely guarding. As Churchill gets the ball stripped, throws it up and out, and that will be Moundridge ball. As Churchill throws it up, and that is in. Pretty successful day for him with a dunk and 9 points to go along. 58-26. Be a running clock in the fourth as Gust will give this down to Kaiser as back to him. Gust puts up a left-handed finish, and that one is in. 58-28 as that will do it. And Adolph misses the last second shot. Moundridge up. We'll be back.
Kicking off the fourth quarter now. 58-28 your score. Starters came back in at the possession. Churchill's on a breakaway. Churchill at the line. He's got 1 of 2 now. Sanked. It's not a word, but we're going to use it. He's got a chance to send the point differential to 60-28. Wildcats have had an amazing game so far, just dominating the court home at the Den. Monomod with streaky shots and getting on the rim along with Churchill, a one-hand man's jams, punching it down, and other players coming off the bench and playing their roles. Great game for the Wildcats, just outplayed the Celtics tonight, and that's why they came away with the win, expanding their perfect record to 19-0.
60-28, 6:40 left to go. As back around here is Ryan. He takes a deep 3-ball, and that one is cash. Max Ryan. Nice little shot there, kind of repeating what he did there in that first quarter. Dixon waits, and he will put that one up for 2. Dozier moves through the lane, rebounded by Schmidt, and interestingly, they have Schmidt and Dixon in at the same time, which is kind of rare to see. As LT will rise up, throw him through, and that is good. 64-31. Schmidt on the board for the first time tonight. Long 3-ball from Trinity again. 64-34, down by 35, 56 left to go in the fourth.
And the Celtics having an impressive fourth quarter. They're getting their shots. If only they could have played like this the whole game, they would have had a chance to do better. But with the Wildcats up 30, it's going to be hard to close. But Modomod has put on a show tonight with 25 points, been an offensive weapon on the floor. With threes and dunks, he's doing it all. We saw a good lineup in the first quarter, starting off with senior night, then Hartog and Adolph coming in. Adolph being the first one to get a bucket on his whole entire team. And then Hartog doing his job in the paint, boxing out and getting rebounds. Love to see it. And a matter of fact, speaking of him, then Hartog will check back into the game now and match up against Aaron Gust. This Lutz will look to inbound here now, giving it to Knitz. Knitz will command the troops, bringing them down the floor. Adolph coming through. Knitz being patient with his looks. Knitz handoff to Adolph. Adolph going to rise up and over the defenders, and it'll rattle in, giving them 2 points.
It's a beautiful floater there by Keppel. Man, he just loves to drive through the lane and put up a nice little floater.
The bucket from the Celtics is good. Moundridge up 30. They're just right out the time here. Playing cool, calm, and collected. They don't want to get easy turnovers. Just run down the clock, win the game.
He had Braden open down there, but I just don't think he quite saw him in time. That would have been a nice basket to have.
They would have. But when your team's up 30, you don't really have to go for anything risky. So I think the Cats are just going to kind of play offense, give them a good run, and just drag out these 4 minutes.
100% correct right there.
Adolph lobbing it up to Den Hartog, just fumbled out of bounds, and it'll go the Celtics' way.
Man, they're really trying to get Den Hartog a bucket down there, and I'm really wanting to see this.
Celtics starting their offense just at the top of the wing. He'll drive in. Handoff. Looking for Dozier. Those are going to drive in, go up and over. That's blocked by Den Hartog with a call of foul. You know, those are the type of calls you're going to get when you're up 30.
And Reed and Lane will check in the game.
You know, Graber being a fan favorite, the crowd's going to go crazy once he gets in. Number 20, Lane Durst. Number 3, Reed Graber, subbing in now. Dozier's got one more free throw to cut the lead to 28, and he will. Graber again stuck up. And Adolph checked in last possession, didn't see that coming. Stepping on the floor for the first time tonight, number 30, Colter Adolph. So moral of the story, the Cats just played a better game tonight, outplayed the Celtics on offense and defense, shutting it down on the perimeter, just all around getting better looks and playing more physical, and that's what wins basketball games. And they're gonna call that a push on Graber, coming in with more fouls than points. Over the top. Adolph playing close defense, high screen. And a swerving bucket. Gonna fall for Gust. Gus definitely being the MVP for the Celtics tonight, got 18 by himself. Adolph pushing the floor, hands it down to Durst. Adolph now, top tee to Lutz. Lutz just kind of dragging out the clock, a minute 50 left in the fourth. Hand off to Adolph. Adolph will try to get downhill. Graber now, dribbling through contact, the little guy, playing hard. Durst gets in. The Wildcats are kind of just coast here. Number 23, Kane will check into the game, grabbing Adolph. Due to Keisha rules, it'll be a running clock for the rest of the game, so thank you guys for watching. It's been a great stream.
Lutz will take it up on the top of the key and will find Kane. Kane back to Durst. Durst finds Den Hartog. That's tipped away by Alvarez. And Braden will be called for the foul. This is the second foul. Alvarez shifting. Stops in his tracks, finds a cutting man, and that one goes up, and they will call that a jump. That's Matt Armour. That'll do it, 66-40. Moundridge will improve to 19-0 as Trinity will fall to 5-12. Thank you for tuning in. Moundridge looks to go for an undefeated regular season tomorrow night as they end out their season before Sub-State will be there. We'll catch you tomorrow at about 6 p.m.